Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Monan Park on the campus of Boston College High School in Boston, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's 17 and under summer baseball contest as part of the 2024 Firecracker Sports 4th of July tournament. Today's contest pits Brookline against the Powerhouse Bulldogs. So for those of you who typically follow my live streams of Brookline's summer team, this is not, as it usually is, part of the Lou Tompkins All-Star League. This is a separate tournament with some different teams, so very different experience, and as a result of different experience, we didn't have a lot of pregame warm-ups between these two games. Teams didn't fully take the field for warm-ups before Brookline got their last warm-up, and just all of a sudden, here we are at the start of the top of the first inning. So the first batter for the Powerhouse Bulldogs steps in against the Brookline starting pitcher, number 15, Owen Hoffman. And the first pitch of the ball game is going to miss low and in for ball one. You guys might be able to hear some wind through my microphone, as this one's a chopper up the middle, chase down, but bobbled by the shortstop, Mayfield-Sheehan. And so number 3 will reach first on what will probably be scored as an E6. So now batting with runner on first and nobody out will be number 1 for the Bulldogs, as Owen Hoffman, the starting pitcher for Brookline, attempts a pickoff throw to check on number 3 over at first base. This pitch going to miss outside, ball 1. That pitch does catch the outside corner for strike 1. You can probably hear some gusts of wind blowing in off the nearby Charles River as Hoffman tries another pickoff throw. That one too high to catch the runner. And that's going to be a check swing for a high ball 2. Runners taking off inside, ball 3, and a successful steal for number 3. So a runner at second now with a 3-1 count to number 1, Sampson. Catches the zone there, and we've got a full count. Hoffman checks the runner a couple times. Payoff pitch is fouled off, and Sampson stays alive with a full count. Ooh, that one slipped off his hand. That's a way high ball 4, and Sampson gets a free pass to first. Runners at first and second. Now coming up, number 15, Raymond. First pitch, and again, a loss of control there for ball one. For those of you who have been following the Lou Tompkins season, Hoffman's start in the season opener had a little bit of trouble as he ran into some trouble controlling his pitches and keeping them in the zone. As that one is going to miss as well for ball two. And that one misses for ball three. One ball away from walking the bases loaded as catcher Ben Doctoroff comes out to talk with his pitcher. Now a 3-0 pitch, and that is going to miss for ball four. Back-to-back walks issued by Hoffman have now loaded the bases with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Now up comes number 8, Harmon. First pitch, that's going to miss inside for ball one. Hits the zone that time, strike one. So Hoffman finds the zone again, but he's going to have a big uphill climb here with the bases loaded and nobody out. As this one is lifted deep out to center, and it's over the head of Devin Chin deep out in center field. Multiple runs are going to come in. They're going to clear the bases on a huge triple to right center by Harmon. So just like that, a 3-0 lead for the Bulldogs off a bases-clearing triple by Harmon. And now Lavelle lines one right to Noah Klein at first base for the first out of the inning. So number 13, Lavelle, out on one pitch. Hoffman needed that out in the worst way. Still a runner at third, though, as that pitch curved but not enough to catch the inside corner. That'll be ball one. And now this one lifted out to left, and that one is just foul. This is Misiazik, number 5, at the plate. That one almost skipped away, but Doctoroff blocked it well enough for ball two. That one does catch the outside corner for strike two. 2-2 the count. And that one's fouled up the third base line. Misiazik stays alive. And sends that one foul as Hoffman tried to get him with a high inside curve. But he stays alive again with another foul ball. Swing and a miss. Chased him to the outside with that curveball, and just like that, 2 down. One quick out, and then Hoffman seems to be rediscovering his form here. First pitch to Schwartz gets him chasing low for strike 1. Lifts that one out to left. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder, and trotting home is Harmon. Bulldogs make it a 4-0 lead. Now coming up is number 2, Kukovia. That pitch does catch the inside corner, strike 1. Kukovia standing on the very inside of that batter's box, so not going to get the benefit of a call close to his body. Here he hits a grounder, juggled by Sawada, but dives for it and flips it over to second to just barely recover and get that third out. So the 4-6 fielder's choice ends the top of the first, but a very productive top of the first for the Powerhouse Bulldogs. Our score as we move to the bottom half of the inning, the Bulldogs 4, Brookline 0. Pardon me a second, I'm just taking a moment to fill in my lineup here. All right. We've got full lineups now. As now the Bulldogs take the field with their starting pitcher number 20, Inamdar. Harmon coming off that big 3-run triple in the top of the first, completing the battery behind the plate. Starting lineup for Brookline today, leading off the center fielder number 3, Devin Chin, batting second, the second baseman number 5, Keenan Sawada, batting third, the pitcher number 15, Owen Hoffman, batting cleanup, the right fielder number 21, Ellis Martino, batting fifth, the catcher number 8, Ben Doktoroff, batting sixth, the designated hitter number 18, Ben Rosenblatt, batting seventh, the first baseman number 16, Noah Klein, batting eighth, the left fielder number 42, Max Kaufman, batting ninth, the extra hitter number 14, Max Johnson, and batting 10th, the third baseman number 2, Ben Cody. Just playing in the field for Brookline today, the shortstop number 7, Caden Sheehan. First pitch from Inamdar is fouled off by Devin Chin for strike 1. That one, actually, no, it doesn't miss the outside. Catches that outside corner, strike 2. Chin finds himself behind early at 0-2. Swing and a miss, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. One out. Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Keenan Sawada. That one's going to miss for ball 1. Sawada fouls that one off. Oops. Strike 1. That one misses way outside, ball 2. Brookline's going to be competing in this tournament for at least up through Monday. They've got 2 games on the docket tomorrow. Hopefully the skies stay clear, and then 1 more on Monday, as that one is going to miss for ball 3. And then if Brookline plays well enough through the 4 games they have over these 3 days, then they will advance to play and advance further in the tournament into at least Tuesday and possibly Wednesday. For right now in this game, Keenan Sawada will be Brookline's first base runner as he draws a walk. So Brookline's got a runner on, and now coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 15, Owen Hoffman. Inamdar checks Sawada at first, and first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. It's an interesting situation. Sawada, a speedy base runner for Brookline, but with a lefty pitcher on the mound, it is so hard to get a good break from first because you have to watch out for a lefty pickoff move, as that one's going to miss high for ball 1. You know, anyone who's watched previous streams of mine or has watched a baseball game at all where there's a lefty pitcher, you know what kind of advantage they have for a swifter pickoff move at first, as Hoffman swings and misses there for strike 2. That one gonna miss high and away, ball 2. Sawada taking off, swing and a miss, strike 3. Sawada slides in, successfully steals second. Got a good break on the ball, but Hoffman goes down on strikes. The swing might have helped with the attempted steal a little bit, just creating that little bit, slightest bit of hesitation, like even just something as swift as like a little blink. So a runner at second and 2 down. Now coming up for Brookline, the right fielder, number 21, Ellis Martino. Inamdar briefly steps off the rubber to check on Sawada, but does not throw. Sawada dancing off the bag. Swing and a miss as Inamdar fooled him inside for strike 1. Chases that one high, strike 2. The Brookline batters have yet to put a ball in play this inning against Inamdar. 2 strikeouts and a walk are what we've had so far. And now an 0-2 count to Martino. And that's strike 3 as he catches the outside corner. And Inamdar with 3 strikeouts in a strong first inning. Through 1, our score, the Powerhouse Bulldogs 4, Brookline 0. Pardon me, folks, I was just grabbing a hat. A little bit of sun starting to come through the clouds out here at Monan Park as we get ready for the top of the second inning. It's going to be the 9-10 one-hitters coming up for the Bulldogs. Number 9, McElhiney, number 20, Inamdar, and number 3, Winnie Ariki. Leading off for the Bulldogs, number 9, McElhiney. First pitch from Hoffman catches the outside corner, strike 1. Hoffman trying to bounce back after a rough first inning, and that one got away from him, skipped in the turf for ball 1. We're playing on a turf field here at Monan Park as this one gets lifted out to center field. A can of corn for Chin. That'll be out number 1. It was actually pretty solid contact from McElhiney there, but one of those where it's just right in the direction of the fielder. Now it's pitcher against pitcher, or no, it isn't. Inamdar's not batting. It's just Winnie Ariki hitting a high hopper to second as Sawada fields it for out number 2. Now batting, now batting number 1, Sampson. Hits a hard grounder foul up the first base line. That'll be strike 1. Sampson, his last time up, battled his way to a full count and drew a walk. He, Winnie Ariki, and Raymond all came in to score off of that 3-run triple by Harmon. As he swings and misses at that one, he's now down 0-2. That one skips in the turf for ball 1. Now, folks, I am trying out a slightly different camera angle here for this different location here at Monan. As Hoffman gets strike 3 there, Sampson caught chasing the curveball low and inside. And Hoffman rebounds nicely by putting the Bulldogs down in order in the second inning. That said, Brookline still trails by quite a bit. The score 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. As I was saying, I'm using a slightly different camera angle from what I usually do, but I think it pretty well covers everything, at least everything we've seen so far. But if you guys are having trouble seeing any parts of the game, then I encourage you to speak up and say so in the live chat or in an email. Two up for Brookline here in the second inning will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters, starting with the catcher, number 8, Doctoroff. First pitch hits the zone, strike one. Fouls that one off, strike two. Inamdar wasting no time throwing strikes. I mean, he's got the benefit of a 4-run cushion right now, so no reason to pitch afraid. And that one catches the outside corner. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Inamdar working with peak efficiency so far to start this one. Now coming up, the designated hitter, number 18, Ben Rosenblatt. Swing and a miss for strike one. And a check swing foul. Nothing breaking Brookline's way when they're at the plate against Inamdar so far. Even now when he's missing the zone, it still bounces off the check swing bat. 6 pitches, 6 strikes so far for Inamdar. And with 2 down and the bases empty, up comes the first baseman, number 16, Noah Klein. That one does catch the outside corner, strike one. Chases the curveball low, might have got a piece of it, strike two. And I can't believe this. Inamdar is 1 strike away from an immaculate inning. 8 pitches, 8 strikes so far. Can he get the 9th? Yes, he can. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 outs. Inamdar completes the immaculate inning. And through to our score, the Bulldogs 4, Brookline 0. So we got some notes in the live chat. Most importantly, recently from Alan Rosenblatt. Hi, Jesse. Can't see the second baseman, first baseman, or anything right at first base. Alan, what I'm asking about is when I move the camera, when the ball is hit into play, are you able to see things? Like when there's a ground ball hit to the second baseman, I move the camera to the right, are you still able to see the fielders? I know when I'm facing the camera straight on for the pitcher, that you can't see everything because I'm kind of off to the side. I wasn't allowed to go into the press box because they don't allow anyone aside from tournament staff in there. But if when a ball is hit, you're not able to track things there, that's more so what I'm worried about. But I appreciate you commenting. And from Peter QB24 saying, hey, Jesse, great camera angle for today's game. That definitely makes me feel better. Thank you, Peter. First pitch is going to be a strike to start the top of the third inning. Now batting for the Bulldogs is the second baseman, number 15, Raymond, as takes a ball inside. Last time up, Raymond got a 4-pitch walk and was able to score on the bases clearing triple by Harmon. And that one misses for ball 2. That one's going to miss. 3-1 now the count. And that's going to miss ball 4. So Raymond draws his second straight walk of the day, and now head coach John Busey out to talk with Hoffman. He's already fallen behind 4-0, and while he pitched well in the second inning, a rough start here, allowing a leadoff walk. That's his third walk he's allowed today. And it looks like they're going to call it a day for him. So 2+ innings pitched for Owen Hoffman. He gives up 4 runs, at least 2 of them earned, depending on how they scored that first reach by Winnie or Ricky back in the first inning, which I think is going to be scored in E6. If it is, then that would be 2 unearned runs. But Hoffman is going to be subbed out. Taking over on the mound for Brookline, I think, is going to be number 24, Sasho Esch. Now, Esch did take over for Hoffman in the Newton game, in the Lou Tompkins game about a couple weeks back. And that one did not go so hot for him either, as he also had some struggles with control. And looking at his warm-up pitches, ball's getting away from him a little bit. Hopefully he can find his form as he checks back in. Okay. Peter saying my camera angle could aim up just a bit. I see what you're saying. This tripod can be a little tricky. There we go. There we go. That's a little further up. Might inch it a little more. I think that's a little better. Okay, thank you again for the feedback, everyone. Now batting for the Bulldogs, the catcher number 8, Harmon, and first pitch is a high ball 1, and the runner takes off for second. So Raymond steals second, and it's a 1-0 count to Harmon. And that one's going to miss for ball 2. Runner taking off for third. Slight hanging curve, and the throw went off the bat. Doctoroff tried to throw to third. It went off the bat of Harmon, which it's not illegal when that happens. You know, anyone who watched that wild card game, gosh, I think that was almost 10 years ago, between the Blue Jays and the Rangers, knows that a catcher throwing the ball off a batter's bat, it's not illegal. 3-1 the count. Infield pulled in with a runner at third, but Harmon draws ball 4. So runners at the corners now, as up to the plate comes the first baseman, number 13, Lavelle. Lavelle lined out to first last time up, pitch outside for a ball. They throw to a cutoff man, but Raymond holds at third, and so Harmon will take second. And he reaches out, hits one off the glove of Sheehan into center field. Raymond trots home, rounding third, and scoring is Harmon, and off an error in center field. Lavelle advances up to second. So 2 more runs come in on that play. Runner at second now, as that first pitch gonna miss outside for ball 1. At the plate now, the third baseman, number 5, Misyazik, as he takes ball 2. Misyazik, his last time up, went down on strikes against Hoffman. That one misses outside as the wind almost blows my laptop over, as it's really whipping out here at Monan Park. It's a 3-0 count to Misyazik, and it's a 4-pitch walk. We're getting a little bit of deja vu of that Newton game a couple weeks ago, with both Hoffman and Esch struggling with finding the strike zone. But unfortunately for them, the Brookline offense isn't able to pick up the slack so far today, as they've been struggling against Inamdar, as opposed to the Newton game where they were able to put up 10 runs in the first inning and 19 total. As another pitch misses high. At the plate now is the designated hitter, number 14, Schwartz. As that one doesn't quite curve in, that'll be ball 2. Schwartz, his last time up, got an RBI single to left. As that one misses, ball 3. First and second, still nobody out here in the top of the third. And it's back-to-back 4-pitch walks. And now an assistant coach coming out to talk to Esch, as this has been really rough for him. 3 walks and a single allowed, including 2 back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 2 runs have come in, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out. Now coming up the left fielder, number 2, Kukovia, who grounded out into a fielder's choice to end the first inning his last time up. Now up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Whoa, that one comes in around his head, ball 1. And that one way off course, ball 2. Well blocked by Doctoroff, as a wild pitch is going to bring in another run if it happens. As that one almost gets away, and Doctoroff lost track of it, and a run will come in. Lavelle in to score. As Misyazik moves down to third and Schwartz up to second. And that hits him. Would have been a third straight 4-pitch walk. Instead, a hit by pitch is what reloads the bases for the Bulldogs. Now batting the shortstop, number 9, McElhinney. And that first pitch comes in behind his head. Ball 1, Doctoroff having to stretch and dance all over the place around the plate just to try and keep these balls in front of him. And that one high and inside, ball 2. Ever since the 2-run single by Lavelle, it's been 14 straight balls, but that one lifted out to left field. Left fielder backing up, has got the catch. And it will go as a sac fly as Brookline finally gets the first out of the inning. But another run will come in for the Bulldogs off a sac fly from McElhinney. Misyazik trots home. Runners at first and second now with 1 out as we cycle back to the top of the order with the center fielder, number 3, Winiariki, as he takes strike 1 to the inside. That one misses way outside, ball 1. That one skips in the turf for ball 2. And that one's going to miss for ball 3. Three and 1, the count, 1 out, runners at first and second. And again, the pitch gets away from him, and that's ball 4. That is the 5th free pass issued by Esch this inning since taking over for Hoffman. First pitch does catch the inside corner for strike 1. At the plate is the right fielder, number 1, Sampson. That one slips out his hand again, ball 1. It's so tough because anyone who watched Esch pitch for Brookline High in the spring season knows he can pitch better than this. But he's had back-to-back really rough outings. And it's the same thing with Hoffman, too. We've seen these guys pitch much better than what they've done the past couple outings, but I don't know if their arm is just shot after the spring season or what, but it's a high hopper. It's going to bounce foul, though. Two and two, the count to Sampson. Esch trying to at least get the second out of the inning. Not on that pitch, as that'll be ball three, an attempted throw down to first, but the runner gets back. Full count, one out, bases loaded. This one's lifted out towards left field. Will the wind catch it? It drops in foul territory. Kaufman not able to chase it down. And so the count will stay at 3-2. And that one is going to bring in another run, as it's a bases loaded walk for Sampson. Brings in Schwartz. And now we are back to the batter who started this inning, the second baseman, number 15, Raymond, as he takes ball one high. Hard hit bouncer, and that's a fair ball up the right field line for extra bases. 2 runs come home on a double up the first base line by Raymond. That brings in Kukovia and Winnie Aricki. Runners at second and third now, still one out, and that's a wild pitch that gets away. And in comes Sampson as Raymond moves down to third. 12-0 now the score here in the top of the third inning. As that's another wild pitch, and in comes Raymond. Back-to-back wild pitches make it a 13-0 lead for the Bulldogs. And meanwhile, the catcher, number 8, Harmon, facing a 2-0 count, and he gets hit. And this has been such a rough inning. You have to wonder at what point does Brookline need to bring in another new pitcher this inning? 'Cause this has just been a disaster of an inning for Brookline, as that pitch barely blocked by Doctoroff. At the plate is the first baseman, number 13, Lavelle, who got a 2-run single earlier this inning. That one actually goes off his bat as he was ducking the pitch. And so off a wild pitch, Esch gets strike one. This one skied out to left, gonna hang in the air, and it's lost in the wind. The wind blows it off course, and they're racing around. Lavelle will go down to third on that play, and another run comes in. Harmon trots home. Still just one out. As now with a 14-0 lead, up comes the third baseman, number 5, Misiazik, as he takes ball 1 low. And he hit him. Misiazik hit by a pitch, his second free pass this inning, as he was walked his last time up. Runners at the corners now, as up comes the designated hitter, number 14, Schwartz. Schwartz was also walked his last time up. First pitch, he fouls it off. Strike 1. And he pops it up into shallow right, being tracked and caught by Sawada for out number 2. Two down now. Runners still at the corners. Up comes the left fielder, number 2, Kukovia. First pitch skips in the turf for ball 1. That one does hit the zone for strike 1. That one high and inside, ball 2. That one misses inside, ball 3. Lines it foul up the left field line. So a full count to Kukovia. And that one misses and gets away. Run's going to score on the wild pitch as Kukovia gets a free pass to first. A 15-0 lead as Lavelle comes in to score. 2 down now, batting the shortstop, number 9, McElhiney, as that one catches the inside corner, strike 1. That one catches the outside corner, strike 2. McElhiney got a sac fly his last time up for the first out of the inning, as he hits one through the left gap into left field. Runners all hold, and the bases are once again loaded. So McElhiney, who was the only Bulldogs hitter who had not reached base safely this inning, reaches safely on that one, and we go back to the top of the order with Winnie Aricki. This one sliced foul, strike 1. Winnie Aricki, his last time up this inning, drew a walk and later came in to score. That one Got away from him there, ball 1. And that's a high ball 2. And he lines one out to right, going to drop in front of the right fielder. That will score a 16th run. Trotting home is Misyazik. Now batting, the right fielder, number 1, Sampson. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Boy, and now we're at the point you wonder what is the mercy rule for this tournament, as that one's going to hit the zone for strike 1. Whatever it is, that mercy rule has to be fulfilled at the end of the bottom half of the inning. Both teams do have to get the same number of innings to bat, as Sampson fouls that one off for strike 2. One and 2, the count to Sampson. That one's going to miss, ball 2. And that one does catch the zone for strike 3. And the top of the third finally, mercifully, comes to a close. We were just one batter short of seeing our third time through the lineup. Raymond was on deck for the Bulldogs, and he had 2 plate appearances that inning. So every single Bulldogs batter got 2 plate appearances in that top of the third, as they put up 12 runs in 1 inning. That's just brutal. And now Brookline will, at bare minimum, complete their first turn through the order this inning, as due up are their 8, 9, 10 hitters, Kaufman, Johnson, and Cody. Inamdar, buried in the offensive flurry of the Bulldogs' bats, Inamdar has had himself a strong pitching outing so far. He's only gotten the chance to pitch 2 innings, but his last inning pitched was immaculate. 9 pitches, 9 strikes, striking out the side with no balls thrown and no extra pitches needed. We'll see what he does here. Leading off for Brookline, the left fielder, number 42, Max Kaufman. First pitch, strike 1. 2 of the batters due up in this inning for Brookline haven't had any plate appearances yet this summer, as that'll be strike 2. They haven't come to the plate in the Lou Tompkins League games yet. Kaufman, the first of those 2, to get his first plate appearance, and it's going to be another 3-pitch strikeout for Inamdar. And again, the excellence of Inamdar's pitching gets kind of buried in how much of a blowout this game already is. But he has been excellent Outside of a walk issued to Keenan Sawada in the first inning, he's struck out every batter he's faced. And now he faces the extra hitter, number 14, Max Johnson, and he throws a ball. After 12 consecutive strikes, at least 13 consecutive strikes, possibly more, as I don't remember how many consecutive strikes he threw to end the first inning. But after all that, 2 balls here to Johnson. But that one hits the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 the count to Johnson, as Johnson actually hits a blooping grounder, picked up by Misiazik, thrown to first, and that'll be a 5-3 ground out, as Johnson is the first Brookline hitter to put the ball in play. That is the first play that the Bulldogs fielders have had to make so far today. Now batting with 2 down and the base is empty, the third baseman, number 2, Ben Cody. First one, strike 1. Misses on the inside curveball, strike 2. Cody behind quickly, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Inamdar once again puts Brookline down in order. And that is going to trigger a 3-inning mercy rule. And that, believe it or not, is going to be your ball game. The final score after 3 innings, the Powerhouse Bulldogs 16, Brookline 0. And boy, what more can you say about this? It was the best of pitched games, and it was the worst of pitched games. Inamdar, a fantastic 3-inning performance on the mound for the Bulldogs. 8 strikeouts, only 1 ball put in play for those entire 3 innings for Brookline. A disaster of free passes and hard hit balls by the Bulldogs bats, as they put up 4 in the first inning and 12 in the third, triggering the mercy rule. Not much else to say at this point, except thank you for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. If you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Brookline's still competing in the tournament, and they've got 2 more games on the docket tomorrow. And I am slated to cover both of them. They'll be facing NEB West at 1:30 tomorrow, and then Expos Baseball Johnson at 3:45. Both of those games tomorrow, both of them back here at Monan Park. Be sure to stay tuned for those. Subscribe to the channel can help. Thank you to all those who provided the good vibes and the help with the camera angle in the live chat today. If there's anything you'd like to say after this live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment section down below. You can also go down below to the description section, where you can see a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, which I didn't even really get to, because usually I do that after the 4th or 5th inning, but we didn't even get that far. But you can see information about the Brookline Education Foundation, which raises funds to help promote growth and innovation among Brookline educators. So check out that link and phone number to find out how you can support our town's educators and through them our students. And then also in the description section down below and also in the bottom right corner of your screen, you can find some helpful links related to me. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions or requests you may have. And you can also follow me on Instagram, where I sometimes post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. Bulldogs 16, Brookline 0 from Monan Park in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.